That was a very tough loss for the Patriots. The Patriots today lose 25-20 to the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the best teams in football overall, offense and defense. One of the best quarterbacks in football, Jalen Hurts. We lose today 25-20 in a game when the first quarter we were down 16-0. And I'm like, Mac Jones, buddy. Like, in the first quarter, Mac Jones could not complete a pass to save his life. I'm like, Mac Jones, buddy. Like, respectfully, you got to get off my team. That second quarter, Mac Jones, though, he was cooking. Let's be honest. Second quarter, Mac Jones was cooking. A little bit of the third. He got hot in the second half of the fourth quarter.
Another laser focus.
Run play for Hurts all the way. Ball comes out. Ball is coughed up. And it's picked up by New England.
Oh my goodness.
But unfortunately, towards the end, obviously we know the final play for the Patriots offense, Kayshon Boutte goes ahead and has a nice ball for Mac Jones. He catches it 1 foot in bounds, 1 foot out of bounds, pushed off by, I believe, the DB Job for the Eagles. Not familiar with this game, but he pushed him out of bounds, only able to get 1 foot in. That was very, very unfortunate. It comes down to the Patriots this season not having the wide receiver depth that they actually need. This is the make it break a year for Mac Jones. You're running out wide receiver 1, Juju Smith-Schuster. Pop Douglas, like a 6th round pick. He's one of our top wide receivers. Kayshon Boutte, a 6th round pick, one of our top wide receivers. Is that not an issue for the New England Patriots? Kendrick Bourne, by the way, I'll get into that guy. He's him. Matt terrorist Patricia last season not playing Kendrick Bourne. You are a terrorist. I don't know how you can find your way back to the NFL, but you, Matt Patricia, you are a terrorist. Bill Belichick, too, you are a terrorist. Why would you make a defensive coordinator an offensive coordinator? I love Bill Belichick, but that was one of the most brain dead things. He wasted literally he wasted a year of all of our lives. Let's be honest. I said it. He did. Now on to the game. Obviously, we know today was Tom Brady Day. Got his cool picture right here. Seeing Tom Brady don the Patriots uniform at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. That was great. That was great. Had a smile on my face. We were down 16-14 at the halftime. I'm like, okay, we might be cooking. We might be, like I said, the first quarter, Mac Jones, I'm like, Mac Jones, get off my team. Second quarter, Mac Jones was like, whoa. Mac Jones is out here playing out a character, looking like an actual real quarterback for once. And that's actually sad. Mac Jones doing that second quarter should not be a rare occurrence. Mac Jones was drafted with the number 15 overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft. Was a Pro Bowl alternate in that season as well. Last season, he had a shit season. And this season, or maybe 2022, and this is, I don't know, I'm getting my math mixed up. Who gives a fuck? Last season, he was not good. First season, he was solid to borderline good, let's say. Last year was not good with Matt Patricia as OC. Today, in the first quarter, seeing Mac Jones, I'm like, it might not be Matt Patricia. I mean, it's still like with the Bill O'Brien thing, like so many screenplays. Let Mac Jones do his thing. Like the first quarter, every time he threw a pass, I'm like, don't get intercepted. Do not. He also threw a pick 6. Like, we got to get to the turnovers today. Today, Mac Jones, I'm going to give him a lot of credit. He threw the ball today 54 times. Ramondre Stevenson was injured and he just did not perform well. But the turnovers today really killed us. It drops. Juju Smith-Schuster drops the ball on 3rd down. You know, who also doesn't get a catch. Kayshon Boutte, that's twice where Mac Jones has given him a pretty good ball. And his toe tap just wasn't there. And again, we're expecting so much of a rookie. This is a 6th round pick. Yeah, he's potential. But the fact that we don't have the wide receivers like DeAndre Hopkins today, your slander's coming, buddy. You willingly went ahead and played with Ryan Tannehill, who threw how many picks today? 3. Lost to the New York Saints with Derek Carr, quarterback, was one of the most underrated signings, by the way. Shout out to Derek Carr. Had him on prospects for overpassing cards. That man went insane. Shout out to Derek Carr. But you willingly went to play for Ryan Tannehill for what, like $1 million extra dollars, for which for me, the regular civilian. Yeah, I'm taking that ish, but D-Hop, he got bread. Let's be honest. You willingly chose to play with Ryan Tannehill on a run-heavy team with Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in all of football. Play with Mac Jones, the young, promising quarterback, with Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time, one of the greatest franchises of all time, on a team that will utilize you as the number 1 option. On this team, you will be number 1 A, 1B with Ramondre Stevenson as the running back wide receiver tandem. Now, Derrick Henry is 1, you're 2. Yeah. So that's besides the point. But how to get out much of this? We missed a guy like D-Hop today, but that again is besides the point. Today for Mac Jones, it goes 35 of 54, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. The running game today was not it. I was going to the Eagles are unfair. They have a super team. Elite offense, elite defense, elite offensive line, elite defensive line. Their kickers and all-pro Jake Elliott just doesn't miss from 56, 51, 38. You name it. He's hitting everything. He even hit a kick where he hit the crossbar and it got in. I'm like, after that, like, we got to stop trolling. I also got to mention earlier on the video, the Bill Belichick kind of like kerfuffle where it kind of cost the game, for being honest. We had fourth down in the fourth quarter. He went for it the first time. Second time, he went for it again. If we don't go for it the second time, to go for a field goal with Chad Riley, new kicker. There's 23-25. We get the stop. We run the ball with Ramondre, a couple standard like mid-tier passes. Get into field goal range. Chad Riley had the chance to hit a game-winning field goal on Tom Brady Day, and the Patriots go up 1-0 on the defending NFC champion Eagles. But unfortunately, we did not go for the field goal again. Bill Belichick last year really did not go for it last season at all. But now with Bill O'Brien, he's just infatuated. I guess he's the new Dan Campbell or the new Brandon Staley. He just wants to go for it on fourth down, and he went for it twice, which is kind of surprising because we don't really have a good offense. Let's be completely honest. And he went for it twice. Does he not believe in the defense? The defense got how many stops today when they really needed it? I mean, they allowed 9 second half points. So one of the best teams in the NFL. They only scored by way of 3 field goals in the second half, and you go ahead and just easily take them off the field and be like, nope, I don't trust y'all enough. I want a touchdown here when we were the worst red zone offensive football last season. No, it's definitely improved a lot this season, but Belichick, like, I don't know what's going on with you, but like, I know you had a relationship with, what was it, Lauren or something that just happened recently. I don't know if his mind is still on that, but that was like a cuckoo, like, that was not a mentally sane play. Let's be completely honest, because 23-25, get a stop, get the ball back after the stop. Like I said, field goal for Chad Riley. I'm coming out here with smiles. I'm kind of in a great mood. Patriots are 1-0. I'm doing my thing, talking about ish. But no, we're down 0. I mean, we are now 0-1. The running game today was not good at all. Mac Jones, passing wise, threw a pick 6 Darius Slay. There was a high pass to Kendrick Bourne, and nobody tackles big play Slay, aka Darius Slay. Like, what are we doing? Like, we got to tackle him. Like, at the very least, we got to tackle Darius Slay. We do not tackle him, we're down. At that point, I believe 14. I don't know how they got 16. So I'm correct, did they not score 2 touchdowns? So maybe they scored 1 touchdown on 3. Jake Elliott, how many kicks today? Just shout out to the Patriots defense getting so many stops on third down, things of that nature. Jalen Hurts, obviously, he's a absolute stud in the running game, but Jesus Christ. On to the running game though for the Patriots. Zeke today, he fumbled as well. Right after the pick 6, I'm like, what are we doing? Comes back, Mac Jones throws him up, like basically like a screenplay, catches it, fumbles, and they end up scoring, I believe, a field goal and take another field goal as well to end off the second half, to end off the first half of the game, the second quarter of the game. Zeke, first carry, I'm like, oh shit. But again, I made a video talking about Zeke. I'm like, I was shitting on Zeke last year. That was Tony Pollard's team. He was coming in and taking Tony Pollard's touchdowns. What he was doing when I was doing all the work, Zeke would come in, just trot in, take the touchdown. The touchdown merchant, let's be honest. I don't think it was good. I really was the blocking game, which is a troll because he ended off his Cowboys career blocking. He was like the center or something, like against the Niners, like just a troll play. And that's not a good way to make his debut at all. He didn't run the ball well as well. I mean, I really didn't expect him to run the ball well against this elite Eagles defense. And this is a very tough defense, even without CJ Gardner-Johnson obviously going to the Detroit Lions. This guy, what was his name? Blankenship, just came out of nowhere. It just started cooking. I'm like, oh, brother. Yeah, again, that is besides the point. Zeke today, 7 carries, 29 yards. Ramondre Stevenson today, 12 carries, 25 yards. Mac Jones cannot run to save his life, but he even ran the ball pretty well. 2 carries for 15 yards. The O-line was pretty good to really the end where Mac Jones got sacked in the second half of the game, and the O-line, obviously today, no Coach Range, first-round pick. Mike Onwenu, who was really good offensive lineman for us last season, and it's in a contract year looking to get paid. He had an ankle injury. I'm not too familiar with what Cole Range's injury was, but it came out. I'm like, we're getting slaughtered. After I saw the inactives for the Patriots, I'm like, we're getting slaughtered. No Devontae Parker as well, one of our best wide receivers and one of our best X receivers as well, which led to a bigger role for guys like Keyshawn Boutte as well as the Mario Douglas, who people have been raving for all training camp, things of that nature. Ramondre Stevenson today does not play well. Let's be honest. I don't know if with the sickness or what, but this in the fourth quarter, receiving wise, Montre was doing his thing. I'm gonna give him credit where credit's due. First half, Montre was not good. Second half, Montre, especially that fourth quarter, he took a step up, and I really thought they had me until they blue balled me. 12 carries, 25 yards, a poultry, 2.1 yards per carry. And like I said, Mac 2 for 15, 7.5 yards per carry. Time Montgomery 1 carry for 7 yards. Kendrick Bourne had a phenomenal game today. He had 6 receptions for 6 receptions for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. One right here.
19 games for 60. Yeah, they had 70 sacks last year. 2nd and 3 to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Kendrick Bourne.
Another one right here.
Coming on now.
About 69 passes last year. To the end zone, and what an effort by Bourne. Yes, touchdown, New England. He got the 2nd foot down.
KB and Mac Jones, rookie season, were that duo. And Kendrick Bourne is becoming a really good wide receiver and a really good security blanket for Mac Jones. Thankfully, the Patriots, after getting calls on Kendrick Bourne, politely declined them because Kendrick Bourne is vital to the team as their speed guy and just as a guy that Mac Jones really does trust, and he has really good chemistry and connection with. Ramondre Stevenson, especially in the fourth quarter, that's where he began to kind of eat up. 6 receptions, 64 yards. Hunter Henry today had a really good game as well. Made a nice catch on 3rd down in the fourth quarter. I'm like, oh shit, Hunter Henry might be back. Took a step back last season, just like Mac Jones. Rookie season, Mac Jones with Hunter Henry in his first season with the Patriots was really good. Today, 5 receptions, 56 yards and a touchdown right here.
Improvement needed. 2nd and goal. As Jones goes to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Hunter Henry.
The Mario Douglas, 4 catches and 40 yards. Mike Gesicki from the Dolphins obviously picked up by free agency. Went ahead today, he had 3 receptions for 36 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster had a pretty underwhelming game. In my opinion, did have a drop as well on a crucial 3rd down. 4 receptions, 33 yards, and Zeke had 5 receptions for 14 yards, including a fumble as well. And Ty Montgomery also had 2 receptions for 9 yards. Keyshawn Boutte had no receptions for 0 yards and didn't catch 2 passes in which Mac Jones threw a pretty good ball. He just couldn't get both feet in bounds and needs to work on like being a ballerina or some shit like that. You need to work on your toe tap, my boy. Like, we've been hyping you up, happy you made a team, but don't forget, when Tyquan Thornton is back, I don't know if they're going to carry 6 wide receivers. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And also, no Devontae Parker as well. You need to step up. Without Devontae Parker, one of our best wide receivers, just give a contract extension too. Shout out to Christian Gonzalez. He had a sack today on Jalen Hurts. Let me see. We also could have had a pick as well to end off the game. Really good to see him get a sack. Matthew Judon in the first drive of the game for the Eagles. He got a nice sack, which led to them going ahead and getting a field goal. Shout out to Matt Judon. Shout out to Red Sleeves. I usually throw in a jersey, but I was just excited, I guess, to make the video that I kind of just forgot to throw in a jersey, even though I literally had it right next to my bed. That was kind of besides the point, kind of too late now. Also a sack today from Josh Uche, and overall the defense is pretty good. Obviously, the biggest play of the game was the pick 6, and then Jalen Hurts coming out of nowhere just clamped, secondary clamps the Eagles wideouts, and then he just comes out of nowhere and just runs. We've always not been good at guarding running quarterbacks. Fields did pretty good against us. Lamar Jackson owned us last season, just unfortunately. Yeah. And punted the ball 5 times today, and unfortunately that last play of the game is going to keep like spinning in my mind. Keyshawn Boutte makes that play. We have 26 seconds left. Field takes the field goal. We just have to run the clock out with Ramondre Stevenson and Zeke as well from the fumble of the game. Would have had a nice 26-25 win over the Philadelphia Eagles, but we also did have a piss poor first quarter, so we only have ourselves to blame. That fumble by Zeke, the pick 6 by Mac, and the piss poor play for Mac as well in the first quarter just was not it at all. Jalen Hurts today goes 22 for 33, 170 yards only, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. Like, we kept his receiving game in check. We kept Jalen Hurts in check today and we lost the game. That's the problem I have with this loss for the Patriots. Kenneth Gainwell today was running back one oddly over DeAndre Swift. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know why you would spend that draft pick on Swift just to give him a single carry. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell today, 14 carries, 54 yards, 3.9 yards per carry. Hurts ran the ball 9 times today for 37 yards. Boston Scott 1 for 3, and Swift as well 1 for 3. AJ Brown had a monster second half. First half he kept him in check. I would say 7 receptions, 79 yards. Devontae Smith had 7 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown as well. Kenneth Gainwell had 4 catches and 20 yards. Wes Watkins had a pretty nice play to move the chains. He also had 2 catches on 17 yards. And Boston Scott as well, I believe the Rocket League Pro had a catch for 7 yards as well. And the others have caught 1 ball for no yards at all. They also got half a sack today from Josh Sweat. And I'm not sure. But yeah, they also got a half a sack from Jordan Davis. And with these like Georgia guys like Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jordan Carter, like Howie Roseman, buddy. Like, how do you keep doing this? How do people just keep falling to go to Georgia and that elite D line? I don't get it. But yeah, Darius Slay also had a pick 6. He played a really good game today, to be honest. And then Nick and Jake Elliott 4-4 from the field goals. Like, he had a 56-yard field goal. He had 13 kicking points. Like, what more can we do? I mean, he had all 4 of his field goals, and also made the extra point as well on the Darius Slay pick 6. They punted the ball 4 times. They punted the ball 5 times. Mac Jones, unironically, outperformed Jalen Hurts today, and you lost the game. That's my problem with today's game. We had 306 passing yards to their 154. 382 yards to their 251. They did have more rushing yards, though. 97 rushing yards from them, 76 from us. We had more yards per carry, 4.9 to their 4.1. We had more first down, 24 to their 17. We completed more third downs, even though it really wasn't efficient, 5 of 16 to their 4-13. We went for it on 4th down 4 times. They got it 1 of those times, and they went for on 4th down once at the end of the game. 2 minutes left to go. We got a crucial stop on them. We got 78 plays to their 61. We allowed only 2 sacks. They allowed 3. We put on the ball 5 to their 4. We had 7 penalties for 50 yards. They had 5 for 49. We fumbled once. They also fumbled as well. I forgot to mention that. Shout out to Jabril Peppers recovering. I mean, putting a nice hit on. I forgot who it was, and it was recovered by, looked like Marcus Jones. Out to them as well. We threw a pick, and they did have more. And they obviously didn't throw a pick, and we had more. And they had more time of possession, 30.47 seconds to where 29 and 13 seconds. The Patriots are 0-1. And unfortunately are going next week against the Dolphins, who's had a nice win with Tua Tagovailoa throwing almost 500 yards to Tyreek Hill catching like 200 yards. Oh my God. Like, I'm not looking forward to that, especially the Dolphins. The Tua the owners barely beat them last season with Skylar Thompson. Now we actually have to face Tua, who is absolutely locked in the beginning of the season against a division rival in a pretty interesting division, to be honest. So that's 0-1. Dolphins 1-0 going into next week. Not excited for that game whatsoever. Like what I saw today out of Mac Jones, to be honest. This game was just full of field goals. There were 2 touchdowns scored by us and 1 by them on a pick 6. Like that Mac Jones pick 6. This one I'm gonna come back to. The Mac Jones pick 6. Belichick not going for the field goal on the 2nd, 4th down. So, and then obviously that and off the game, the Keyshawn Boutte play where he gets 2 feet in. We have 25 or whatever seconds left to go with a timeout left to get Mac Jones an opportunity to get in the end zone, which he just had a 2-minute drive right before that, before he got this clutch stop with Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. So that's what I'm gonna come down to. Love to see that out of Mac Jones, because when I was watching the game in the first quarter, bro, I was like tweeting like, You got to get Mac Jones off my team, bro. Like, you got to get this loser off my team. 2nd quarter, he was elite. 3rd quarter, solid. 2nd half of the 4th quarter, he looked really good. Let's be honest. He almost threw a pick. I don't like him backpedaling through throwing a pick. He's not quick, which I don't like about him as well. You have to be a really good passer if you are still like molasses. Like, Tom Brady really wasn't fast, but I'm pretty sure you can beat him in a 40-yard dash or whatever. He can beat him in a race and shit, but Brady, intermediate, short, long. He was cooking, bro. Absolutely love to see that. Love to see him in Gillette today. Wish I went to the game, but you know how those tickets be, bro. You know how those tickets be. But yeah, Pats 0-1, unfortunately. Going on next week against the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to the Eagles. They really outplayed us. Unfortunately, they got the stops when it mattered, and they got the big time play, which was the pick 6. Again, just the miscommunication, the lack of wide receiver depth. That's going to continue to hurt the Patriots. I don't know what it is. Bill Belichick, I love him, but he cannot draft a wide receiver to save his life. Tyquan Thorne can't stay healthy to save his life. N'Keal Harry was a bust. I think he's on the practice squad now for the Vikings after being signed. But the Bears last season not really performing well. Like, Jesus Christ. We got that DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel. I mean, who's to say they were even performing well on us? I mean, we can't develop young wide receivers anymore. Since like Julian Edelman, who was a quarterback out of Kent State, and now a formerly wide receiver of the Patriots. Both, as well as corner as well. Pats lose, tough loss. But yeah. Other than that, yo, there's a gun below. Drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's your boy John. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure also go down below, subscribe to my NBA and my MLB channel. Links to those will always be in the description box down below. Like I said, this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's your boy John, and I'm up, man. Peace.